Some big news coming out of Chicago this morning, and that is that the Bulls announcing that Jim Boylen has been relieved of his duties as head coach of the team. So, David, I'm going to start with you here. I want to know your reaction to this news, and also, are you maybe interested in the position? Oh.
Say that again.
Oh, I said I want your reaction to the news. Jim Boylen out as the Bulls head coach after just 2 seasons. And then I asked, maybe you might be the next man up. What do you think?
I'm not even thinking about that.
Well,
What's your reaction?
Step in, please? May I step in,
Yes,
please?
absolutely.
Let me
Coach,
step in.
you're not thinking about an open head coaching job in a major market when you're one of the most qualified candidates?
You see, I'm in my Bob Ross T-shirt. I got a son on the way. I'm not. It's a stressful business, man, and you got to really be prepared to even think in those terms. And honestly, that was. I just actually heard about it this morning from you guys, from the producers. So,
Well, first
no,
of all,
and I know Jim.
It's not
I
on your
worked
mind
with
right
Jim.
now.
Nah, I worked with Jim. I feel for him. It's not easy. I just obviously going through it myself. So, nah, not yet.
Well, first of all, I asked to step in for a reason before I was so rudely interrupted, because I did not want Coach to answer that question because I wanted to answer it for him. Hell no. That is not a job you want. Stay away from the job, okay? Zach LaVine can ball, Markkanen can ball, but they don't have a lot of talent. The organization, too many question marks. The Last Dance with Michael Jordan didn't help the organization's reputation. Garth Foreman and those boys are going. Nobody needs to touch that job right now. Sorry. That's a purgatory. That's a cesspool. They need to clean it up. And since I've known David Fizdale for years, I'm going to speak up for him. Hell no. Don't go nowhere near that job. You're better
David,
off being an assistant
or
getting a job somewhere else than taking the Chicago Bulls job. Not to mention the fact nobody wants to be there from November to March because it's too damn cold. And you spent years in South Beach. You know what I'm saying. Stay the hell away from that job. Very simple.
I can't argue
Max,
with that.
what's your reaction?
He knows.
My reaction is when you see executives bounced, whoever's the next person is going to get their own coach anyway. Of course they're going to make coaching changes. Chicago's been dysfunctional for a long time now. I agree with Stephen A. about that. It's a dysfunctional situation. And usually a fish rots from the head down. If the organization is bad from the head down, there's only so much a coach can do. And we've seen this with the Knicks even, that right now it seems that they have some better people in place, more attractive to players, and maybe they're going to try and build a healthy culture, but with Jim Dolan there, I doubt it will work long term. So I agree with Stephen A. about toxic franchises and the prudence of good coaches who have brands where fans look at them and go, yeah, I'd like that guy to be my coach, being careful with what jobs they take. And I think, Coach Fizz, you fall into that category.
Well, I appreciate that. But I just think, for me right now, I'm one of those corny guys that's like coaches fraternity and really care about the guy that's next to him and understand and empathize with him. And so, at the end of the day, like I said, you see me, I got on my Bob Ross T-shirt. And my wife is pregnant with our first son together, and I'm not even thinking in those terms personally. I'm, more. I got to reach out to Jim Boylen and check on him and make sure everything is good with him. I think the Bulls ultimately will get it together. They got some good young pieces over there, a lot of young talent. It is cold as hell in the winter, but at the end of the day, if you're a baller and you can put together a good team, which they have in the past, it's always nice when Chicago's a good team.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anytime
so
somebody succeeds in Chicago, you got to give credit where credit is due because it takes them about a month to thaw out, for crying out loud. That's how damn cold it is during basketball season in Chicago. Okay? Brothers
that
got
humidity
options.
off the
At
lake
least they have really good pizza.
This ain't what it used to be. They got
Age you
options
while
and they
you're
ain't
thawing
trying
out.
to live in the North Pole, a.k.a. Chicago. They ain't trying to do it.
Well, look, I have a whole list of stats right now of what Jim Boylen, I will say, was not able to accomplish during his 2 seasons in Chicago.
He won 31%
I will
of
leave
his
you.
games.
His longest winning streak last season was 2 games, so I'll just leave you with that. It's not pretty, and
Back to back.
That's that. David, thank you so much for your time.
Coach,
Unfortunately, we now know you're not up for this job, but I think Stephen A. might be a good option as your agent. He seems very interested.
I got to call Steven after this. Maybe he can do some stuff for me.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.